Hello, everyone. My name is Esther Diaz, and for my presentation today, I will be talking about current issues in education. And the main focus will be technology in the learning environment. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name Integration of technology in learning. The use of technology in learning has emerged as one of the most important issues of discussion in the field of education. Given the increased integration of digital tools and resources in teaching and learning, teachers and learners are increasingly faced with opportunities afforded by technology. This presentation is basically devoted to the current trends and issues of using technology in learning, taking into account the strengths and weaknesses of the phenomenon. This source offers a general view of the pros and cons of this progressive change, highlighting the opportunities for better learning environments, digital competencies, as well as challenges of digital divide, teacher training, and distractions. Integration of Moving on to the executive summary and general context, as we can see on the slide, technology integration in the education sector aims at enhancing learning through the provision of education resources and communication equipment. It encourages enhancements in skills, especially in information technology literacy and other relevant skills in the current society and job markets. But however, some of the issues that are likely to impact them include some of the students having no access to technology, what is referred to as like the digital divide and lack of proper training. Also, distractions from social networks and other sources of information can also be a matter of concern that may pose a threat to learning if it's not managed. Moving on. Okay, so early persistence and skepticism. As much as the use of technology in education was embraced, there were negative sentiments for most stakeholders who opposed to the use of technology. There were some disagreements on the fact that the use of technology poses some threat to the traditional teaching and learning process. Concerns were also raised concerning the extended screen time and the possibility for gadgets to turn into distractors, thus directing the students' attention away from the learning process. The idea that reliance on technological tools might restrict the teacher's involvement in the learning process be, becomes another source of concern that strengthens the opposition. Acceptance and incorporation over time. Um, Later on, society embraced the use of technology in education due to I believe, the realization that it was useful in supporting students' learning experiences. The ability of educational technology tools and resources meant for classrooms use made the process easier. On the same note, calls for improvement of students' digital literacy and 21st century skills placed emphasis on the implementation of information technologies in school. Teachers and schools started to change their teaching approaches and lesson plans to take advantage of the opportunities created through the use of technology. So some were made to blend the use of instructional technology in the classroom with the conventional methods of teaching. Blended and personalized learning. With the progression of technological advancement in learning, blended and personalized learning emerged as core learning models. The incorporation of traditional elements and technology-based instruction meant that more flexibility was available as well as personalized learning. So with the help of technology, the concept of personalized learning was applied to deliver the material that will meet students' requirements and expectations. The student-centered and self-paced approach was enabled by the use of flipped classroom models and adaptive learning technologies. It focused more on integrating technology into active learning and enhancing higher order thinking skills. Um, an example could be the recent COVID-19 pandemic, which actually enhanced the use of um, remote and online learning, which proves that technology is a valuable asset in education during emergencies and other um, occasions. Other authors like Garrison and Knutka um, referred to the advantages of combined learning styles for the purpose of increasing interaction, flexibility, and customization of the learning process. Perceived risks involving digital divide and equity. There were merits to any integration of technology in education, but however, equity issues and the digital divide remained um, worried. Social socioeconomic differences compounded by varying control of technology and digitized resources were challenging. The students who previously had fewer opportunities to obtain the basic requirements to attend schools could be like negatively affected by the integration of technology. The digital divide was especially evident in the spring of 2020 when schools shifted to remote learning because of COVID-19, um, because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And not all students were able to engage in remote learning due to the lack of resources. So solving these problems was only possible through actions and measures to focus on equal distribution of computer resources among students. Concerns about student engagement and distraction. Another opposing argument was centered on the fear of losing students' interest and where technology might contribute to students' distractions. Opponents claim that using technology in classrooms may create difficulties in keeping students engaged and paying attention to lessons instead of like social networks or other applications. There were also some concerns about dependency on technology that may lead to social issues like poor handwriting and lack of interpersonal communication. But some people expected that technology would negatively affect um, students' problem solving skills and critical thinking abilities. To this end, the educators highlighted the importance of moderation and responsibility in the use of technology in classrooms and other learning settings. Um, the one of the authors that I read from, Rosen, pointed out that technology is more of a threat in terms of distractions and therefore should be used carefully in the learning environment. Um, to conclude with this last slide, personal perspective, embracing technology with a balanced approach. I support the integration of technology into the learning process, but at the same time, I do acknowledge the importance of moderation. I feel like technology can be very technology can enhance education, especially in this computerized age, in the terms of like availability of resources, group learning, and other stuff. But however, its integration has to be done with consideration um, to equity, students' engagement, and proper usage of the faculty. It is imperative to moderate the technology used in classrooms, as effectively utilizing its potential to design meaningful learning experiences without losing sight of the fundamental curricular goals. Ongoing ongoing professional learning is required to prepare teachers for the development of technology that will be utilized in their teaching. So, which mean that by providing this balance and taking a more measured approach toward technological integration in education, I feel that one can achieve the desired positive transformation and not put the overall learning development of children at risk. Um, that will be all for my presentation. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys learned and liked it. Goodbye.